Hello out there. This is DZ, your overlord, Deseran, and welcome back to 6 Days a Sacrifice. Okay, so we're back in. We're back into this, and as we play as DeCabe, we're going to talk to Dr. Hardy in a second. I'm still wondering if that person who died, was that Trilby? Because that looked a lot like Trilby. Unless they just dress like that. I don't know. Talk. Dr. Hardy, have you gotten the weapons off Janine yet? You must hurry. We may not have long to act against our captor. Yeah, I got the weapons. Ah, excellent. Now we certainly have the upper hand. The cultist is just through this door. All we have to do is secure him in the holding cell, then we can negotiate our release. Will Janine be joining us? No. She said she was too afraid. Afraid? Odd. Well, anyway, we'll both take a gun. Even a man with 2 limbs out of commission can fire a gun. Turn around slowly, Canning. No sudden movements. Hardy, so this is how your employment ends? With betrayal? Employment? Shut up. If there was any betrayal here, it was when you lunatics locked me up. We had no choice, Hardy. You refused to listen to reason. I said shut up. I'm taking you to the cell. Stop right there. If you point your gun at me, I will fire. Damn you. You never understood, did you, Hardy? There's no point in resisting us. We have God on our side. What the hell is going on? Take them to the holding cell. I will. What? Who? I am the caretaker. I am the guide. They are only unconscious and will awaken soon. Go to the sleeping quarters and seal yourselves in. It is not wise to roam this place at night. But who are you? A friend. Now go. Sam? I'm sorry, Janine. They overpowered us. Oh God, I can't take much more of this. When are they going to send help? It seems they did. Him? Why don't you tell Janine the same things you told me, Mr. DeCabe? I'm a council planning inspector. Someone tipped us off that the the cult were building something. They sent me to see if that was true. So you see, Janine, your call was answered. You sent the tip? A council planning inspector. It's almost laughable. But now there's no way we're getting out of here. Yes, there is. We're going to overpower Canning and make him escort us out. Excuse me. You tried that and it didn't work. We just have to keep trying. Will you please listen? I beg your pardon. I fell down an elevator shaft this morning. I'm tired, I'm in pain, I don't know where I am. And all you've done is boss me around and evade my questions. I want to know who the hell you people are and what the hell is going on. I apologize, Mr. DeCabe, but there was no need to shout. Perhaps there is time to fill you in now. Sorry, where shall we start? Okay. What is this? What? Oh, whoops. I had my mouse cursor over on OBS. Whoops. What is this place? You're in a small laboratory complex under the ophthalmology building. which, as I have already said, is a front for the Order of Blessed Agonies. The complex is laid out around a large circular chamber they call the Hub. They've definitely got something important in there. But neither of us have been inside. Okay. What is the Order of Blessed Agonies? They're an insane masochist cult who think pain is the answer to everything. And from what I've seen, they're very creative in the ways they inflict it upon each other. They worship some mad demon god called Chzo or something. I've never even heard of them. I'd heard of ophthalmology, what with all the celebrities that are members. Ophthalmology is just the moneymaker. It funds the true organization, the Order. They hide behind the acceptable front to keep themselves secret. Saying you want to hurt people to purify them causes a lot of concern for the authorities. So where are all the cultists now? We don't know. They used to be all over the place. They started drifting away soon after they finished construction of the facility. Canning and the Hat Man are the only ones left as far as we know. It's like they intend to abandon the place with us inside. If they haven't already. Okay. Who are you? I'm Dr. Samantha Hardy. I'm a scientist. I'd tell you what kind, but I fear it would go over your head. My name's Janine Drezkowicz. I'm a freelance journalist for a couple of magazines. Many celebrities gossip stuff. Mainly celebrities gossip stuff. How did you get here? I was looking around the ophthalmology headquarters. I wanted to do a feature on them for the magazine since so many celebrities have joined them. I was just having a little snoop about when I discovered this place. Then, of course, they threw me in the holding cell. Sam was already there. I'd been doing a little contract work for the Order here in the labs. Turns out they really don't want anyone to know about the stuff they've been doing here. What kind of stuff? I prefer not to say. She won't tell me either. So you don't want to betray client confidentiality? They threw you in a cell. That's not it. It's just that it was work I'm not proud of, which will probably reflect poorly on me once this is all over. I'd rather take steps to ensure it doesn't get out now rather than regret it later. Please don't press the matter. We escaped from the cell a few hours ago, then you dropped in. And that's as far as we know. Why are we being held here? Most likely to protect a secret. But if that was all, why haven't they just killed us? Maybe they need us for something. I don't like the sound of that. I think only the cultists can answer your question fully. Oh, man. Who is Canning? Is he the leader of the cult? God, no. Before the others evacuated, he answered to a guy named Garriott. And even he seemed to be subordinate to someone they called the Prince. But I don't think I've ever seen him. Canning's just some low-level acolyte ordered to make sure we don't escape. Personally, I think he's just as much a prisoner down here as we are. I think they wanted to get rid of him for some reason. But he's too dense to notice. He's still following orders like a faith-blinded sheep. Who was the man in the hat? I think he's just some mercenary hired to act as a security guard. You mean the guy dressed as Trilby? Who? You know, Trilby. The dashing gentleman thief? From those old horror movie serials? The Defoe Manor murders? Hotel Horror? I don't watch many movies, I'm afraid. Why would a security guard be dressed up as a cult character? I can't explain it. It's just ridiculous. They say Trilby may have really existed. I've read some newspapers from around the late 20th century. How is that relevant? Never mind. Who was the man in red? I've never seen him before, not until just then. Who's this? A completely bald man in a torn red robe. He helped us get away from Canning and the guard. I've never seen anyone like that. Did he come in with you? No. There was just me falling down the elevator shaft. Okay, that's all. Good. So now what? Now, we think of a way to... Oh. What? This door has been sealed with a time lock. We won't be able to open it until tomorrow morning. Who could have done that? Canning? I doubt it. The man in red told us not to roam the hallway at night. Presumably, he has taken steps to ensure this. For crying out loud, I have to get home. I have to be back at work tomorrow. We are all inconvenienced, Mr. DeCabe. But whining like a child is not going to help. I know, it's just... I know. We should take the opportunity to rest. We can discuss our escape in the morning. Day 2. July 25th, AD 2189. Oh my god. Okay. What? They don't appear to have been designed with comfort in mind at all. Look. There's a weird kind of locking mechanism on it I've never seen before. Let's just go to it. Oh. It won't open. Almost like there's something holding it shut from inside. Weird. Huh. Hello? Who are you? What the hell? I'm not going to hurt you. Is your mother around? Or your father? My god, your eyes. What happened to your eyes? What the fuck? Oh, good, you're up. What the fuck? We can discuss the plan. Plan? The door has now been unlocked. Our next move will be to take Canning hostage. Again. If at first you don't succeed. His door is being guarded by the Trilby guard. It'll be your task to distract him. Why me? The threat of physical violence must be made to get Canning under control. You obviously cannot make the threat, so it has to be me. All you have to do is lure the guard away from the main corridor, giving me the chance to slip in. How will you know when the coast is clear? Do you have a cell phone? Of course. Take my number. We can't reach the outside world, but we should be able to make calls within the complex. Call when you have achieved your objective, or if there are points you wish to discuss. Okay. I'll give you Janine's number too. I'm sure you still have many questions for both of us. Okay. Oh, what? Click on phone in the top menu or right-click the phone in your inventory to call someone from your list of contacts. Weird kind of locking mechanism. Won't open. Oh. 4-letter code, huh? Amor. E-I-O-U. Oh, okay, so it's only vowels there. M-N-P-Q-R. M-N-P-Q-R. Okay. Huh. So, 2 vowels, 2 consonants. I wonder. Okay, I'll have to come back to that. They don't appear to have been made with comfort in mind. A book. Cultist nighttime reading, possibly. Take it. I'll add it to my journal. 1. Twice did the 28th day of the 7th month pass, and the prince gazed with great concern upon the land of technology, as the carving of the slave passed through the hands of a great many ignorant men of technology, but the king would not let him take his vengeance. For, he said, the guide seeks the carving of the slave, and it is through this desire he shall fulfill his destiny. It will not be long before the guide learns that his duty has not yet been completed, and then he shall do as I have foreseen. And as the king said it, so was it so, for the bridge keeper did touch one of the ignorant men, and by their conjoined hands was the thief wife thrown down, and truly did she know the name of the king. And with this act the guide said, I see you know, bridge keeper. I see you know, bridge keeper, I have found you, and I have not forgotten. And he came to the tree that was the prince's soul, for it was here that the carving of the slave had been brought. What? Talk? Dr. Hardy? Yes, Mr. DeCabe, go ahead. Is there something I'm supposed... I got the guard away from the door. Tell me about the extent of my injuries. Your neck broke on impact. If I hadn't gotten you into a brace before you regained consciousness, and if you had tried to move, you would be dead. You landed on your left side, so your left elbow and humerus are shattered, as is your left kneecap. Oh God. There's also a hairline fracture in your skull. No more, please. I get the picture. Hey, you asked. What kind of work were you doing for the Order? I told you I'm not prepared to reveal that. I doubt I will change my mind anytime soon. At least tell me what kind of scientist you are? I told you it would probably go over your head. Try me. Okay, I'm a biochemist. I was recruited straight out of university by a medical research company. But I was let go after a couple of years. Why? A difference of opinion. I believe a scientist has to be morally flexible in the name of progress. The company ethics committee didn't agree. Please don't ask me to give any further details. Oh boy. Why are you being so secretive? We might not even get out of this situation alive. Then I guess I'm more of an optimist than you. Personally, I'm in no hurry to die, or take part in whatever the Order have planned for us. And when I escape, I'd rather the specter of this place did not follow me. Who do you think the man in red is? I honestly have no idea. Until his intervention yesterday, I'd never seen him before. He seems to be on our side, don't you think? So it appeared. But I'd consider it unwise to trust him implicitly. Perhaps his interests only temporarily coincide with ours. I'm worried about Janine. Why? She said she was too afraid to come out and help us. I agree, it's strange. She seemed to have rather indomitable spunk when we were in the cell. All I can think of is that this place is starting to get to her. Isolation and imprisonment can do strange things to a person. I think I understand. Where's Janine? I believe she went into the kitchen. Talk to you later. Very well. Alright, let's try going in here. That should be the kitchen, right? Yep. Table, look. I guess this is where people sit down to eat, talk about the sorts of things cultists talk about. So the outlets actually... So the cultists actually eat. That's actually reassuring. I think it's a prayer cushion for kneeling. 4 triangles forming a star contained in a circle. I saw this in Canning's office. Could it be the symbol of the order? Refrigerator. It's certainly big enough to hold food for quite a few people. Looks like a page from some kind of holy Bible. I'll get the note. Then I'll talk to Janine. I'll add it to my journal. Book of Prayers 2:7. The body is the physical form. It is the sum of what time has made it to be, and so it is of the past. The mind is sharp and logical. It concerns itself with the here and now, and so it is of the present. The soul is love and hope. It is the dreams of what is to come, and so it is of the future. Body, mind, soul, past, present, future. We give thanks for them all in the name of the King. So, okay, wait a minute. So, body and soul, past and present, past and future. So mind is present. So that means the summoning, like, okay. Follow me on this. I think this is why the stuff is happening, like, timeline-wise a bit out of order. Like, there was the first game, then the second game is way in the future, and the third game is after the first game, but way in the past. I think, and I might be wrong on this, that at least what this seems to be implying is that for this whole thing, like, supposedly the bridge, Chzo coming over, all that in the last game, was the body, mind, and soul of the prince of Kabadath has to be destroyed in order to make the bridge. So the first one in the past, in Defoe Manor, when they did the whole killing the Wraith thing, that was destroying the body. And then the thing in the future was destroying the soul when he burned the idol that the soul was in. Which can only mean that now the mind is current in this midpoint between the two occurrences. So that makes me wonder if... Basically, if we prevent it here, that stops, like, anything from happening, obviously. Because I don't want to go with the idea that the future is, like, safe and everything and nothing happened, obviously. Otherwise, there would have been some big thing and would have known in the future that, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking... I think that this is why this is the last game. This is the most important one. The one where this will either... Their summoning, making the bridge will either succeed or fail. Because the future, they already know it's going to happen, so to speak. Eyes. I'm pretty sure it's Janine Orzechowski, the magazine journalist. Okay, let me talk to her. Janine? Yes? So, what do you think we should do now? I'm not sure. Maybe you should ask Sam. Will you be helping us take Canning hostage? I'm sorry, I can't. I don't think I could face him. I can't even bear being in the same room. Why? I don't know. It's like the fear comes out of nowhere. Like a punch in the stomach. Who are you so afraid of, Janine? Him. The one who's out there. I don't want to talk about it. So you were the one who sent the tip? Yeah. A week ago when I found this place, I sent the tip straight to the police. Minutes later, they caught me and threw me in the cell. Oh no. I was expecting them to send a SWAT team or something. No offense. Real life doesn't work like that. They can't send in the guns just because an anonymous person says there's an unregistered basement extension. Sending a building inspector was pretty much all that could have been done. Legally. I guess you can blame me for getting you in this mess, huh? I'm really sorry. You weren't the one who pushed me down an elevator shaft. What do you make of Dr. Hardy? I probably don't know much more than you do. She was already in the cell when they threw me in there. And yes, I've asked her many times what kind of work she was doing for the cult. And no, she wouldn't tell me either. If you want to find out more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth. Do you think it's alright to trust her? She's got no more love for the cult than us. I mean, if she is secretly still working for them, then she's the most convincing actress in the world. Tell me about Trilby. The character? Well, he was the main character in a bunch of horror movie serials, which were based on a series of novels from the early 21st century. But someone sent me some rare old newspapers, and they suggest Trilby was a real person. Really? He was a cat burglar, the original master thief. Finally arrested around the mid-1990s. The story goes that he joined some secret government agency. And they encouraged the novelist to fictionalize Trilby so that people would eventually forget he was ever real. And I'll tell you something else. There was a photograph in the newspaper. That guy out there, Canning's guard, looks exactly like the real Trilby. You think he could be the same guy? Of course not. He'd be over 200 years old by now. But the resemblance is really creepy. Huh. I had such a horrible nightmare. Better get used to it. There's something about this place. Something in the air, maybe. But I haven't slept well since day one. There was this little kid and a welding mask. Welding mask? I've had dreams about those too. How can we both be dreaming about welding masks? Psychic powers? Be serious. My granny always used to say I was a little bit sensitive. Sure. Have you seen Sam? Might as well just say it. I think she's in the sleeping quarters. Okay. That's all I wanted. Okay. God damn, okay. Well, we did a lot of talking here. We've learned a fair bit. Okay. So, I'll call it here. Actually, let me make a save. Oh, whoops. Save. Save over the first one, DZ. Just in case. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and share it with anyone else you think might enjoy it. If you want to suggest a game, leave it in the comments below, and check out links in the description for 6 days a sacrifice, if you'd like to try it for yourself. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Also, check out links in the description there for Vodka. He's a good friend of mine. He's the one that recommended that I play the entire Chzo Mythos series. Glad to do it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm curious to see how this will all end with this game. 4th and final one. And, well, they started their YouTube channel recently, so links in the description there for their YouTube channel. Go check them out. You won't regret it. And in the next part, well, we're gonna figure out how to distract a guard. Simple as that, really. Until then, though, this is DZ, your overlord, Deseran. You all have a great day, and I'll see ya.